Hello everyone, this is a Cutie Queer review. I am your Cutie Queer host, CJ. My pronouns are they, them, theirs. And before I start my review, I just wanted to say Happy Pride Month to all my LGBTQ friends. And since it's near the end of Pride Month, I've also haven't updated in a really long time, I'm sorry guys, appropriate to review the graphic novel series, My Lesbian Experience of Loneliness, and its sequel, My Solo Exchange Diary by Nagata Kabi. Now, I call this series a graphic novel because even though it's formatted in a manga style, it does have elements of color in it. And I just think it's really interesting that the main color that used throughout the graphic novel, besides black and white, is the color pink. Throughout the first of the series, My Lesbian Experience with Loneliness, it deals with the true story and art by Nagata Kabi, which is her pen name. It deals with depression and intense anxiety and an unsupportive family. It's mentioned in the graphic novel that in Japan, mental illness is very much a taboo subject along with the subject of LGBTQ people. The graphic novel also deals with eating disorders, suicidal ideation, so if you are potentially triggered by that kind of stuff, please take care if you want to read the series. Throughout the graphic novel, Nagata Kabi talks a lot about sexuality, her gender identity at some points, and struggling to meet her family's approval. And then in the sequel of My Lesbian Experience with Loneliness, she has My Solo Exchange Diary, where she really goes into depth about how she is just desperate for a sense of acceptance from others and how she can't really accept who she is herself, especially when she hired, a lesbian escort agency to lose her virginity to. And I recognize that kind of desperation, maybe not in that kind of context, but that kind of wondering what's wrong with me. A lot of what Nagata Kabi talks about in her graphic novel really resonates with me as a queer person and also as someone who struggles with depression and anxiety. When I was 16 years old, I was diagnosed with severe chronic depression. The thing that really helped me was finding a community of people that I could relate to. And I really identify with that, wanting a sense of belonging, and everything you do, you want to do for other people. The thing is that I've learned through a lot of therapy and a lot of self-reflection that you have to do things because it makes you happy. And I just think this graphic novel series is really appropriate for our times because so many people who are LGBTQ struggle with mental illness. I just wanted to say that when I was 16 and I was diagnosed with such intense depression, I didn't think I would ever come out of it. And now I'm 28 years old. It's been over 10 years. And I have a very accepting, loving family. I have a great community of friends that I can turn to. I have a lovely girlfriend. And I know it sounds a little cliche, but things do change. And change, it can be terrifying, and change can sometimes hurt. But in the end, change is what makes us human and alive. This eternal search for acceptance from other people and perfection that Nagata Kabi goes through at various points in the graphic novel, I think she comes to realize that because if we put other people's opinions on a pedestal and try to obtain that perfect notion of what we think we should be, to be perfect is to not change, to be stagnant, to be the same thing you've always been all the time. And to be perfect to me is to be dead, to not be alive, to not change. And I just wanted to say again that I really enjoyed reading the graphic novels My Lesbian Experience with Loneliness and My Soul Exchange Diary. I can't wait for the next part of the series to come out because I identify so deeply with Nagata Kabi's struggle, and I know that so many other people do as well. Please feel free to comment, please feel free to share, like, subscribe this video. If you feel like you need someone to talk to, I'm always open to having discussions with other people. And furthermore, if you have an opinion on the graphic novel or opinion about depression and eating disorders and addiction within the LGBTQ plus community, and I just wanted to say thank you all for watching. Again, this is a Cutie Queer review. I'm your Cutie Queer host, CJ. And all you geeks, nerds, and dorks out there, keep on reading, keep on writing, keep on watching, and keep on being you.